처음부터 너한테 처음부터 나한테 관심 있었어?
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna continue to talk about Rappelling. We're gonna talk about Rappelling episode 40. Yay! We are getting closer and closer to the final episode. As much as I love this show, I can't wait for it to be over. 2 hours, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm here. I guess by the time I post this episode, the final will be out already. I'm trying my best to cash it out. I want to watch the episode as soon as I can. Take note, film, and record, but it's not that easy. I wish I had more time to do that, but anyway, I'm here. Let's talk about Rappelling episode 14. Pretty much today is Christmas for them, not for me, but I'm wearing something nice for Christmas. It's not like Christmas color, but it's a little bit like more like Christmas. Like, you remember yesterday they have Christmas Eve day, today they're gonna have Christmas Day. So they talk about what happened yesterday. They talk about like the Christmas Eve day, Jimmy and Sora Day. Jimmy meeting Jaeyoung by coincidence on his way to go to Sora Day. How Jaeyoung continued to look at Jimmy like when they were in the house. How Sanju even noticed. They talk about Hanu crying. Like episode 13 was very stressful for my girl Hanu. I think I know working out for her and Jimmy. They also talk about the photo booth, like so her photo booth with Jimmy. Jaeyoung and Sanju are back. Jaeyoung noticed that Jimmy was in a bad mood. He looked like he's struggled. It looked like something is bothering him. Remember the last time he had a conversation with Hanu and he went back to his home. He was coming in the living room and then he went back. There was that awkward moment, you know. Jimmy went to his home. Jaeyoung, in her confession, this is what she said. She said that her and Jimmy are getting closer during the dating contract. When she's with Jimmy, she definitely feels secure. They show the rest of the cast eating ice cream. Remember when Jimmy and Hanu were having the conversation in episode 13, most of the cast, they were just eating ice cream. Jay is hearing all the assumption about, oh, maybe Jimmy have a conversation with Hanu, maybe this happened, maybe this just happened. Jay went downstairs to talk to Jimmy. She saw Jimmy and Hanu. I'm like, I'll be watching a freaking K-drama right now. She went back upstairs. Jaeyoung, after seeing Jimmy and Hanu talking, she doesn't seem to be in the good mood anymore. She tried to be part of the conversation, but she's not really part of the conversation. Her mind keep wondering about Jimmy. What is Jimmy doing? How long is the conversation gonna take and stuff like that. The show focus on Jaeyoung and Jimmy again. It's like at this point, since episode 9 and 10, I told you I'm just gonna accept it and watch 2 more episodes and be free from the show, because I don't feel free, guys. I know I have the I can just say I'm done recapping the show. Part of my personality, I don't like to give up something that I started. You feel like all the work that I did to here, why am I giving up at the end? So I will try my best to recap the last 2 episodes. And I know again they're gonna waste some time with Jimmy and Jaeyoung. I'm okay with that. Jaeyoung, after seeing Jimmy and Hanu talking, she doesn't seem to be in the good mood, right? They just talking about Christmas in general. They talk about most of the cast, the people who are eating the ice cream, talk about their experience during Christmas, spending time with friends. It's like a family, it's like a new experience for them. The show focus on Jimmy and Jaeyoung again. Even the cut, all is about Jimmy talking about Christmas to Jaeyoung. Again, Jaeyoung is part of the group. Yeah, talking about Christmas, but her focus is not there. You know, since she went downstairs and saw Jimmy and Hanu talking, my guy Sanju definitely have no chance with Jaeyoung. This is what I say. Jaeyoung in her confession said she thought she knew herself very well, or maybe she doesn't. She might not. Maybe it was during the date contract, or before that, she was already drawn to Jimmy. She felt the vibe. She was just giving her confession. Yet she vibing with Jimmy. Jaeyoung went down to see Jimmy. I think Jimmy now is in his home. She said to him, when you took the horn hold, she felt like her hair was pretty much. No, I don't know if she probably said this in her confession. She said that when Jimmy took the horn hold, right, she felt that her heart was pretty much set, decided which direction she was heading. Now she hoped that that person will appear. So she hoped that Jimmy will appear on the date. I don't know what it means, but you know, the fact that she saw Jimmy coming and she was like hopeful, oh, we're gonna have a date, and she saw him leaving, like that expectation. I told you that it really affected her date. She went to see Jimmy, look at the door, she kind of looked, and then she was ready to leave again because Jimmy was laying on the bed. Jimmy noticed it, he called her. She asked him why he's not in a good mood. They talk about him taking the horrors. They was just having like general conversation here. Jaeyoung seems to show more interest in Jimmy right now. Jimmy was always the one going toward Jaeyoung. I know I've been mad at Jaeyoung a lot. She's still doing that, but in this episode she make more effort. Jaeyoung show a little bit more interest.
안 그랬다고?
페어링이 됐죠?
안 들려.
페어링이 된 거 아니야?
아, 우리 팁톡을 해야 돼.
매일 하자.
Jaeyoung, if he compliment his hair, they were just talking. She said that we will probably pair tomorrow. We're gonna have a conversation. And then Sanju and Chanwa walk inside the home. So Jimmy and Jaeyoung left. Jimmy and Jaeyoung left to talk somewhere else. Jaeyoung asked why he was not in a good mood. Jimmy said that rejecting someone or expressing doesn't feel good. So I guess the conversation that you have with Hani. And he said in the middle of that, he has been clear to Jaeyoung. He's not sure what she thinks. So he's not sure what Jaeyoung is thinking. He has been clear about his feeling to Jaeyoung. He said that everything feels a little bit complicated now. He said if I'm mistaken about something, he wants her to correct him as soon as possible. That's why I feel.
오해하고 있는 게 있으면 너가 조금이라도 빨리 바로 잡아줬으면 좋겠는 그런 마음이 있어.
Jaeyoung in her confession said that she's also wanted to be honest to the extent that she could. They were having a conversation while they were both in a bad mood. This pretty much means Jaeyoung is not gonna answer the question that you want right now. Why is Jaeyoung in the bad mood? I don't understand. She said they cannot have like that type of conversation right now because both of them were in the bad mood. So he was talking to her, he was opening up to her. She didn't really reply. She wasn't giving much. So Jimmy said, let's talk tomorrow. They went to the kitchen to make tea. I'm like, it was just me expressing my frustration. I said, I'm so tired of those empty flirting. They are not having any serious conversation here. I'm very still I do the things, giggly, flirty about stuff. Jimmy is still taking care of her, even though he's taking care of her, even after his feeling got affected, you know. Even in his struggle, he's taking care of Jaeyoung. He must really like her, even though I don't like what happened with my girl Hanu. He does like Jaeyoung, and Jaeyoung is like, I don't know, Jaeyoung be Jaeyoung, you know. Jaeyoung, stop playing with this guy. Hi, that's what I say, stop playing with this guy. Jaeyoung, she said something, she saw the picture. Jimmy said it didn't have a choice, they were like on the date. And she talked about the fairy wheel, so she was kind of expressing her jealousy here.
봤다. 사진 찍은 거 같다.
어쩔 수 없었어. 그게 있는데 다정하지 않았잖아. 아, 그리고 나 그런 거 아니잖아.
She was showing a little bit of interest in Jimmy, so it wasn't like in the past that Jimmy does everything. She would say, okay, I saw the picture, I saw the fairy wheel. I was a little bit frustrated when I happened to the I said, oh, she's complaining, but the funny thing, she still doesn't make it clear exactly that she's interested in Jimmy. She's still like not giving him much. She tried though, but she's still not giving him much. Finally, the next day, it's Christmas morning. Jinwan and Woojae, they both look happy. Chanwa is choosing the outfit for the date today. They're all getting ready for the date. Jimmy head first, then the rest of the guy as well. The girl already left. They show the trailer. Jaeyoung is wearing like a very Christmas-like outfit, a white outfit and a red dress and a white jacket. The outfit look good. We're gonna start with Chanwa. He's so happy to see Suha. They both look happy. That's what I like about the couple. They both so they both seem very mature. He want to explore Christmas market around the area, so they decided to go to like a Christmas market. He got her some gloves, some red Christmas gloves. They were kind of shopping, doing their thing at the Christmas market. And you see, since it's Christmas, there's a lot of people around them, and they were even making like skinship, like touching more, like but it was with gloves.
나 빨간색 좀 잘 어울리는데.
어머머머.
I I like the date. They took picture in front of the Christmas tree. They look very close and happy. Chanwa definitely is comfortable with this connection in this relationship. In this relationship, I don't know if it's soon to be relationship. He seemed more comfortable. They went to a Chanwa like that. She's the type of person who decide quickly. So they will try to decide what are they gonna eat? To eat, she was able to decide quickly. He noticed that about her, he liked it. They feed each other food. Even the way they feed each other food, it seemed natural to them. So they feel like a couple. They both are happy. And I saw her ask about Hanu. What did you talk about Hanu like during the last? I don't know. What did you talk about Hanu yesterday? She said you and Hanu didn't seem very happy yesterday. Chanwa said it might be a very long story. This is where Chanwa expressed his feeling to Sora, how he felt about it. Since he met her Friday, maybe a week ago, now, he was very clear about his feeling. I like that about him. Okay, let's talk about what Chanwa said. He said that it's a very long story, and it was a long story. He's talking about his conversation with Hanu. Hanu said that he was in better spirit since Friday night after you have arrived, after Sura has arrived. One of the questions Hanu asked him, were you smitten at first sight? What was it? That question got Chanwa to think about how he felt. There was some meeting that felt like dramatic, but he saw the kind of maturity that he was looking for and other positive trait. He's even embarrassed to say this. They talk about Luke when he was talking to Hani and all kind of stuff. But most importantly, he felt like this was a breath of fresh air. Like meeting Sora was a breath of fresh air. To summarize, he said that this might look embarrassing, even to say that, but appearance-wise, she is his type. Plus, the way they met was so dramatic. His heart felt like it was gonna burst.
창피하지만 그래 외모도 너무 좋은 스타일인데 만난 것도 극적이어서 심장은 터져 죽겠고 근데 얘기하고 더 해보니까
So the panelist said, this is pretty much an indirect love confession. He expressed how he felt when he met her. She was like a breath of fresh air. Appearance-wise, she's his type. His heart was ready to burst, so he felt those huge emotions. Sora is happy to hear that. He said even her personality seems cool. She's the type of person who get along with everybody. Just say that he's not telling her this to put pressure on her. Also, part of him wanted to show her how honest he is. He just wanted to show her that he's honest about this connection. Tua said that thank you. She said that when she first got here, if she hung out with somebody, if she was paired with somebody for like the love contract for 3 days, she would have not adjusted well in the house. She said he is honest, he's a pure person. When she said you're a pure person, he said I'm a pure person. She said yes you are. Without even realizing, every time she gets home, she will go to him first, ask about his day and stuff like that. If she's eating with somebody, she was thinking about him. After when she was saying all that, I'm like, okay, there's no issue here. They're pretty much a match. She says that because he's honest, he's an honest person. She said because he's an honest person, this part was confusing to me. She said because he's an honest person, she may not be able to make a decision the next few days. Doesn't mean she's gonna forfeit. She's not gonna choose. She might not be able to do it. She said she's grateful for him. She's grateful for what he told her, right? At this moment, I'm like, is that a rejection? She might not be able to make a decision in 4 days. She's grateful for this moment that he told her. She said it's not easy to be honest. She's also interested. She was trying to tell him that even though I'm interested in you, I'm drawn to you. When I spend my time with other people, I'm thinking about you. When I get home, I will always go toward you and say hi first. I'm also interested in Jimmy. Like she said, Jimmy is also honest, the type of person that's honest. So you have the same quality that Chanwa has.
맞아, 내가 지민 오빠를 사실은 오빠 나름의 또 투명함이 있어.
Remember when she told that to Jaeyoung and Jiwa or somebody else? Yeah, she said that she was saying that she's also interested in Jimmy, and that's why she met him yesterday. That's why they went on the Christmas Eve day, so she needs time to think. Both of them were very honest about what they were feeling right now. Chawa want to continue to spend time with her. He said, "Is that okay for me to spend time with you, to get to know you? We can go and eat, we can do this, we can do that." She said, "Yeah, it's okay." Then they went outside. They were just well, I don't know if the place where they were eating was closer to her school, like her university, and they were just talking about stuff from the university. He asked her, "Were you like a campus golfer and stuff like that?" I don't know what she said. Yeah, they were just talking about that and why flirting as well. And they kind of like, she showed her hand, he kind of hold it like that.
내 플로팅 스킬인데 이거. 이대로 쭉 갈 뻔했네.
엄마 뛰어버려?
뭐 살다 보면 스킵할 때.
It was just a cute moment between them. It seemed to go well. If it wasn't that she was interested in Demi as well, this seems like a good connection. But who knows what's gonna happen? Even the trailer suggest or shows that Sora is still interested in Jimmy. Remember during her day, she said if she's interested in somebody, she will go for it. She rather go for it and see how things end instead of just stay there and regret it. She's the game changer. She likes to make a decision. She doesn't want to live in a regret. Other than that, the date was very beautiful. They seemed to get along very well. Amy Rohan, Chanwa is interested in her. The panelists talk about the breath of fresh air. It's a very good explanation. Pretty much every person they were trying to associate something that they said that was very beautiful. Sanjun is here. He is meeting Cheun. Cheun in her confession said that Sanjun trying to say the things that people don't say it out loud. He will say stuff that people don't say usually, and it's something refreshing for her. I'm a little bit worried about this connection since I shipped Cheun with Chanyeong. Sanju's still my guy, but I'm worried about this. What's happening here? They also have the same age. They're probably the only people besides Chanyeong and Jimmy. They are the only people from the opposite sex who have the same age, so it's easy for them to get very comfortable around each other. But they finally show a little bit the image of them eating. Remember when Chanyeong was talking to Jaeyoung that he went on the date with Cheun? He didn't show the image before. I feel like they finally got the video for Woochae and Hanu lost 5. The video that got erased, they finally got that video, so we were able to see a little bit of the dynamic between Sanju and Cheun. So they were just going back and forth between the date night and the previous day. They were talking about the food that they enjoy. I know Cheun enjoy her food for sure. They both kind of expecting meeting each other here. Sanju was expected to see Cheun today, so he decided to choose like a good place where she can eat because he know that she loves to eat. She loves her food. Cheun said that she dressed so well for the day.
나는 너랑 데이트할 것 같아서 뭔가 옷도 좀 약간 힙하게 입고 싶더라고.
I'm like, I'm scared, Cheun. Why are you saying that? You didn't say that when you were on the date with my guy Chanyeong. Careful what you say. They both love mushroom. They were just enjoying the food. Yeah, Cheun said that he know good food. Sanju said that he follow a lot of restaurants online. He was showing her the places that he follow. They kind of match in that way. I'm like, they kind of match in that way. They are comfortable around each other. They both love food. I ship a little bit, but I don't want to ship because I already ship sharing with my guy Chanyeong. They talk about food. Sanju said in his confession, this is comfortable since they have the same age. Just like I said before, even in the car, they were comfortable when they were talking. Sanju said that he liked people who know the joy of food and drinking. So he liked people he can eat and drink with. So they connect through the love of food. Most of the conversation at the beginning of when they were talking were about food. They are both foodie pretty much. Oh, if you of this place, oh, you know that place, or if you're a good spot to eat, have you tried this food before? Pretty much that's what they're talking about. And they also talk about his job as well. He was talking about the fact that he's freelance model or an independent model. He doesn't have any agency who take care of him, so he chooses his own schedule. He accepts his own project, so he's pretty much independent, doing his own thing. She admired that about him. He was saying that that's why he would be willing to ask people, for example, people who know better than him in a different field. We ask those questions to learn more because he pretty much rely on himself when it comes to his field of work. And then they're talking about other things. As have you always get along with someone who's older? I'm like, hey, you talking about J.O.? It's only 1 year different. But she was talking about in general. Does he go for somebody who's older? This is what Sandra said. He usually get along with a woman of his age. Jaewoon said, oh really? Sandra said, yes. This is what he has been so far. So before Jaeyoung, who's only 1 year older than him, all the people that he dated in the past were always around his age, maybe younger. In terms of percentage, it was mostly people from his age. I'm like, Jaeyoung must be a surprise for him. Jaeyoung has been a surprise for him because she's 1 year older than him. This means that my guy Sanju will not I was just joking, yeah. Like, this means that my guy Sanju will not date me. I'm way older than him. I'm way older than him. How many years? 4 years? Anyway, I'm in my early 30s. I was just saying that J.O. is like just 30, just turned 30. Pretty much still 29 by the time they filmed this, but she will be 30. They show the image of his last day with Jae-eun. She asked about his day with Jae-eun. This day gonna confuse me because of what is about to happen toward the end of the episode. I don't want to spoil anything right now, but it will be confusing for me because of the way he was talking about this day. I feel like, did they remove something that I don't understand what happened? So I'll talk about it a little bit. They show the image of his last date with Sharon, like the date that they didn't show us before. She asked about his date with Jae-young. He said that it wasn't super comfortable, but the date was fun. They have similar tastes. Remember when him and Jae-young talk about music and movie and stuff like that. He said that if they spend more time with each other, they will feel more closer and it will be more comfortable. I felt that also. I feel like if Sanju came a little bit early, you know, because Jaeyoung is a slow burn. If Sanju came like at the same time the other guy came, his connection with Jaeyoung would have been so high up. I just kind of felt like the impact that he was able to make in 1 week was very impressive. It's gonna be 2 weeks already, you know. I just say he did have a great connection with Jaeyoung, but he kind of come late compared to the other guy. Jaeyoung connected with Jimmy. She connected with Jimmy since Italy. Even though Jaeyoung was not completely interested in Jimmy in Italy, but she did have a date with Jimmy, and all of that mattered. He said that it was fun. They have similar tastes. He said that if they got closer, you will feel like they would be more comfortable. I'm like, I felt that too. I love the date. I love his date with Jaeyoung. If they're getting more closer, the relationship could be more comfortable. And I also thought that him and Jaeyoung would make a great match. But I understand that Jaeyoung might have feeling for Jimmy now. He wanted to see a different side of Jaeyoung, like the side where she's more comfortable around it. She's joking more. He felt like he never got to see that, like the way she is when she is with Jimmy. He felt like he kind of got it a little bit, but not too much.
그 모습을 좀 보고 싶기도 하고 그런 느낌?
Sanju asked Jae-eun if she has been in a long-term relationship. She said that she hasn't been in a very long-term relationship. So she said usually after 3 or 4 months, something go on, the relationship ends. She has been very short relationship. I think Jae-eun Hana, she's looking for something long-term, like marriage. She said, what about Sanju? Sanju said, he haven't really thought of marriage before because the relationship that he had them when he was younger. He's 29 now. I guess since it's the new year, he's about to turn 30. But you see, ever since recently, he has been thinking about marriage. Marriage has been on the top of his mind. So he's thinking about that more recently. Jaeyoung said that since Sanju came, the dynamic has changed. It was shake up a little bit. Sanju said no, it's not the case. I think he solidified instead.
들어와서 막 기존에 원래 있었던 좀 약간 그런 교류들 같은 게 조금 어느 정도 좀 흔들리고 이러니까
오히려 더 확고해지는 것 같은데?
So she said that ever since Sanju entered the house, like I guess Jimmy and Jaeyoung has been shake up a little bit, so the small love triangle. Sanju said no. Ever since I came, Jaeyoung and they were kind of speaking code, yeah. Sanju said ever since we came, Jaeyoung and Jimmy relationship got closer. Jaeyoung is surprised. He said, really? Sanju said yes. Every time he has his date with Jaeyoung, no matter how much the date is great, when they get home, the dynamic is just different. I feel like he felt drained. He explained better than me. I don't want to draw into conclusion here. He said it was so hard for him mentally. So even though you see him smiling at home, he has been going through a hard time as well. Jaeyoung let me know that she realized that he's very interested in Jaeyoung. This is why the end of the episode, it's going to confuse me a little bit. The way she was looking at him, talking about Jaeyoung, it was just telling me that, oh, he's very interested in Jaeyoung. That's what it means. That's why this means. Sanju in his confession said that he really tried to make himself look good to Jaeyoung. He was hoping that the date will feel special.
전 진짜 잘 보이려고 많이 한 것 같아. 데이트가 뭔가 좀 특별했으면 좋겠어서.
My God, Sanju, I noticed. I was talking about Sanju's date, the way he planned the date. Who are those dates for? Those dates was incredible. I noticed that he even wanted the time in the car to feel more fun than her time with Jimmy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare. He said he wanted the time that he had with Jaeyoung in the car to feel more fun. He wanted to make her feel comfortable. He wanted the date to be a little bit fun than the date that she had with Jimmy. You guys are two different people, my dear Sanju. You guys are two different people. Don't compare. He tried his best. Pretty much that's what I say. The 2 days that were intense. He planned intense days during those 2 days. He got such a dopamine rush for 2 days. And in such a cool space. Then when they returned to the regular space, like at home, he felt a little bit more pressure. The last meet that they have together, he was talking about that it was very hard for him. I don't know, he was also stressed during those days. He gave the example of small thing. For example, she was wearing white, there was this food, chili, something she wanted to eat, but he was kind of worried because it's gonna make her clothes dirty, so he just wanted to focus and have regular conversation, but he was also worried because he wasn't relaxed. He couldn't find something to talk about. He was very stressed during those days. The time that he spent with Jaeyoung, he was a very overthinker. Remember when he think before saying something? He wasn't relaxed at all during those days. I was really surprised. I really thought he enjoyed all those moments he spent with Jaeyoung. I didn't know that he have to put extra effort to do that. That feel like work if you have to do that. I wish he were more relaxed. He's worried about her. He said, oh, if the food is like this, maybe she won't be able to eat. He wanted to eat and talk about something for, but he couldn't find anything to talk about. So he was struggling ever since that time. They even showed the part of Jimmy pulling Jaeyoung for the child, when he was at home. He just know that when he gets home, he see Jimmy and Jaeyoung interaction. That make him feel drained, I'm like, Sanju, is Sanju giving up already? Like the way I was saying this, Sanju is still interested in Jaeyoung. Even Jaeyoung realized that, so I'm like, my ship is safe. That's what I say, yeah. Jaeyoung and Chanyeong ship are safe, okay? I can feel calm right now. That's what I thought. I am calm right now. Sanju said that he will do everything. This is what confused me again. He said he will do everything possible since there's only 4 days left, right? He even said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll start to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week.
하는 건 다 해보면 좋으니까. 진짜 이제 한 4일 남았나? 수목금토.
I'm like, Sanju, are you about to be Jungkook? I will love you 7 days a week. I'm like, remind me, it's only 3 days because Friday night is a decision. The Saturday is pretty much meeting the person that you choose. He was ready to put his Jungkook Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. And see what he's gonna do. That's why I'm confused toward the end of the episode. He say all those things. I only have 4 days left. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then, what is he doing? Sanju, what are you doing, my guy? you confuse me. I'm gonna say that. The finally realized that Sandra is interested in Jay or not. He feel defeated. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? No, it's only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days a week. Pretty much, she planned to make a lot of work, but he felt defeated. Okay, now we continue. The third date is Wuji and Jiwon. I'm like, this is a happy couple. What are they gonna talk about? And the conversation was pretty much interesting. After they were just talk about how happy they are, I wasn't expecting much for them. I'm like, they're already both happy. Why are they giving them time? Because Jiwon is here, you know. They cannot lose Wuji fight again. Or they cannot bury Wuji fight again. They have to put all the video. Wuji and Jiwon time, they are just a happy couple. Jiwon wear makeup. Her makeup look good. She look very pretty, yeah. It's very Christmas for them. It's not like a regular day. It really feel like a boyfriend, girlfriend. They are having a wonderful Christmas. I'm like, what are they going to talk about? I have no idea. He got her a book, like a Christmas present. He said, oh, I got this for you. A book that reminding me our current situation, what we are going to right now. I'm like, these two people gonna get married. I kind of have the feeling that these two people are gonna get married. I just have the feeling. I think they will get married. There's nothing more to say. Like, what am I gonna write about them? But the conversation gets very interesting later. They both say Merry Christmas to each other. They eat. Wuji asked Jiwon if she have any thought about what kind of person she would like to marry.
당장은 아니어도 결혼에 대해서 뭐 어떤 사람이랑 하고 싶다 그런 게 있어?
I was just talking about marriage a second ago, and they are talking about it. Jiwon say that she always thought that she hoped she can marry someone who become like her best friend, someone she can talk to, someone who will be her companion for life. It's always been the case for me. That's what I want. She asked, what about you? Who just say once he want to marry somebody who love him for who he is. You know, Wuji has a very simple life. If you can accept that, if you don't love him for who he is, you're not for him. And Jiwon seems to like that about him. She likes her, I'm not saying that Wuji is simple. I just say she liked the way he lived his life. Wuji said that while staying here, he started to face marriage, taking marriage very seriously. You know, he started to thinking about that. He started to think about those type of things. I was like, Wuji, what are you saying? He haven't met the right person yet, something like that. And Wuji asked Jiwon a question. He said, this might caught you off guard, but do you think you can date me for real?
이거는 좀 당황할 수도 있겠지만 나랑 진짜 만나게 되면 어떨 것 같아?
Wuji was very serious when he was asking Jiwon question. He asked Jiwon that question. She returned the question again. I hate when that happens. She said, what do you think? I hate when that happens. I don't know if they edited this part, but we never got Jiwon answer to Wuji's question. Then this is what Wuji said. So he asked the question, he answered to his question because Jiwon returned the question to him. Wuji said that he would love to be with her for real. Wuji said that she seems to be someone very amazing. He said that he thought if they choose each other at the end, he think they will have a nice relationship. Wuji is being very serious here. He really can see her outside of this. Jiwon said that it was fun to talk to him today. Time passed so quickly when he talked. Then we never got Jiwon answer. What are you doing that to us? Are you trying to keep a surprise? You already know that they're going to be together pretty much. Even when you show it in the trailer, when you're doing the home date, that's gonna happen this episode or next episode, in episode 50. You show Jiwon and Wuji. Why don't you tell us Jiwon answer about Wuji's question about dating for real? I wanted to know that. That got me a little bit worried. What if it's just a show, you know? What if she doesn't want to date him in real life? Because at the end of the day, they might form a very good connection. I realize that it's not because people met on reality TV that they want to take sometime the relationship outside of that. This is not The Bachelor. and learn about this while watching Love Island. Like if people, you know, they are in a relationship there and they decided to actually want to take the relationship outside the show. The fact that I didn't get the answer, I was a little bit disappointed. I don't know if they edited Jiwon answer the question She didn't answer the question. At least they didn't show it. Would they want to visit more places with Jiwa? They went to, like, he was taking her somewhere. She didn't know. I said, where are we going? And he took her to his studio. That was so nice. I'm like, imagine if Jaya was still interested in Wuji. And remember that date that she has with Wuji, she wanted to see the studio. And Wuji said, oh, my studio's kind of a mess right now. This record social. I'm like, I feel like age ago. That was 3 weeks ago, on 2.5 weeks. A lot of things has changed. They went to his studio. It's very nice and cozy, like very nice, like just the space that you need to paint. But she really liked it. They were just looking at some paint thing that he did. He was teaching her how to paint. So pretty much a very beautiful day. Both of them love. A nice time for my girl Hannah. She is meeting Chaya. I'm like his bestie, her bestie. I just want Honey to be happy on Christmas Day. Remember when Jimmy realized that he might have ruined Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for Honey? Last episode was very emotional. The fact that I see Honey here and see her spirit a little bit up after her crying yesterday, it made me happy to see her like being positive again. So I wasn't sure that she was gonna participate in the Christmas Day. I was happy that she was able to do so. I'm just happy to see Hannah be happy on Christmas. I think she said something about being her favorite holiday. I'm afraid that Chara must still have feeling for Hannah though. I'm worried for Cheun. This is what I say. Chara remember the last day during the love contract. Remember it was pretty much, they were like, after they have the first, was it the first love contract? Because the second love contract with Woojae, they completely erased in Woojae file somewhere in the editing room somewhere in Korea. Her first day contact with Chanyeol, right? Chanyeol remember the last conversation they had. He was still trying to get to know her, and she was kind of drawing the line and say that she's ready to talk to other people. Remember that was the last time they have like a proper date together. So it's a bunch of memory. They remember the time in Italy, how they have such a great time in Italy. I know Hannah is kind of like sad right now with the Jimmy situation, but I still don't want her to choose Chaya at the end. Now I'm confused. I don't want her to choose Chaya at the end. She's not going to choose Jimmy. Who is she going to choose? Don't she have to make a decision? Can you forfeit your decision? I just don't want her to choose Chaya by default. And I'm afraid that Chaya must still have feeling for Honey. Honey told Chaya that she make her decision. I said, Honey, why are you saying that right now? She told Chaya about that. She said that she's done thinking. She has made her decision.
이제 좀 정해졌어.
아 그래?
나는
고민의 끝에
고민이 끝났어.
I'm like, Honey, what are you doing? There's still 4 days left. Who knows what's gonna happen in 4 days? You guys are on TV. 4 days in a reality show felt like 2 weeks for us. So a lot of things are happening very fast. Yeah, I'll take more time. I don't know. She asked about him. He said that he's almost there to make his decision. Chanyeol asked if she feel at least less stressed now. She said yes. Hannah said after yesterday, her stress is gone. She felt at peace now. They went to like a nice cafe. I don't know. It's like it was a cafe or in the back of the cafe or in the front of the cafe, they have a very nice camping place when they can sit by the fire. It was just so beautiful over there. You can sit outside, they drink hot chocolate Hannah. She looked a little bit sad, but she is more relaxed. Chanyeol have a soft spot for Hannah. Remember, they did spend a lot of time together. I hope that he chose Cherin. I still hope that he chose Cherin at the end. I don't want Christmas light and everything to influence his decision. They talk about camping. Like, they talk about, oh, camping is so nice. Hannah say, oh, camping is so nice. You have a blanket or chocolate. And they say, oh, this is such a romantic aspect about camping and stuff like that. Chanyeol talk about how special this December has been for him. Like, the time that they have spent together. They spent the whole December together. Now that I talk about the show before, maybe the show started on December 1st. Chanyeol also noticed that Hannah, he also noticed that she was struggling. I thought they were not aware of what was going on. He know that she was feeling sad because of the Jimmy situation. He noticed that Hannah said that Cheun helped a lot. She played a very big part of it. She's talking about that Cheun was checking on her even this morning. I'm like, thank you, Sharon. You're amazing. Channel said that after leaving this place, he want to stay friends with everybody. Yeah. Honey said the same. I'm like, honey, do you want to be friends with Jimmy when he start dating Jayon? I don't know. That was just a thought that came in my mind. What if Jimmy start dating Jayon? Are you going to be friends with him? I don't know. I love that Chan is taking care of her son. Hanu say that from the beginning to the end, he was with her at the beginning when they started like those dating courses in Italy. Now he's also with her at the end when they finished those dating. She said, oh, if she was a hider, she would have a book, or he first started, he began in Italy and he's continued. Like they were just laughing at the fact that she would say, oh, I'm writing a book. This story is beginning in Italy and then it continued like this. Chanya asked what happened there. She said, I don't know. She said only the future will tell.
너랑 보낼 수 있어서 되게 좋았던 것 같아.
나도.
하늘이 마음이 좀 편해진 느낌이 있네요. 홀가분해진 느낌.
So it was just a good type of memory date and stuff like that. They didn't get too deep about the connection. I think it's more like in the friendship level, and Hani, he was taking care of Hani, but I was afraid that his feeling for Cheun might change because Hani is in a vulnerable place right now. I love my girl Hani, but I really want her to find a great connection outside the show. I just don't want her to settle for Chayo. I love Chayo. I don't want her to settle for Chayo after like what she got with Jimmy didn't work. I don't know how she's gonna decide at the end. Even with those home dates that they have at the end, it confused me also for Hani, especially for my girl Hani. And the panelists just say that the people who are not gonna match will pretty much stay in the house while the other people gonna have the home date. And they both say Merry Christmas. It was a good time. Miss Jail's nest. I'm like, Jail, you better make it clear for Jimmy. I'm just so tired of you guys' connection. I'm ready to move out. I'm ready to pack my bag and get out of this. I already know. By the time Jail and Jimmy started, by the time they started talking about Jail and Jimmy, it was like, I'm not gonna like, it was like 1 hour and 06 or something like that. I look at my clock, it was 1 hour 35. They were still talking about Jail and Jimmy. 30 minutes for them. 1 hour we spent on 4 people. 30 minutes for Jail and Jimmy. They're the main character. What am I gonna say? Okay, Jimmy is waiting for Jail. She appeared with a Christmas like outfit. Jimmy noticed her Christmas like outfit. He complimented her for that. Jimmy looked happy to see her, but Jimmy is still his mood from yesterday is still affected. He's not like giggling. Jimmy was a little bit more settled, more calm. He look a little bit more calm now. Jimmy said that he feel better now. Jimmy said he noticed everything about Jail. They were just talking about general stuff. Yeah, I'm like, is this people gonna get deep anytime soon? He said, oh, he noticed everything about her, even her coming down to see him and stuff like that, you know, when she came to check on him. Jimmy asked if she have any worry. Jail said that she guess nobody can tell what she's feeling.
하지만
근데 난 티가 안 나나 봐.
응,
아무도 몰라.
진짜 안 나.
그래.
하나도 안 나.
I'm like, Jail, they don't know what you're feeling because you don't say anything. Everything that you say is in your confession. In your confession, you say, oh, I'm drawn to Jimmy, but you're not telling Jimmy that. You say, I guess nobody's knowing what I'm feeling because you don't see anything about him. I'm not going to make fun of Jim because I love Jim, but all she does is giggling and laugh in every situation. So we don't know what she's feeling. So she said, I guess nobody know what I'm feeling. I'm like, girl, nobody know. So I don't know. Jimmy said that he can't tell at all. This is why he told Jayon look kind of disappointed to hear that. Girl, he cannot read your mind. You gotta be clear. Jayon said that it's not easy for her either. I'm like, Jesus. Jayon, you're gonna be clear. Don't make me curse. Say, oh, I feel bad for Jimmy. Actually, no, I don't feel bad for Jimmy. I don't feel bad for Jimmy at all. This is a connection that he want to form. So whether Jayon is clear about her feeling or not, I don't feel bad for Jimmy. Jimmy said that, are you disappointed? I took picture. Even the conversation, is Jimmy bringing the conversation. He said, are you disappointed that I took picture with Sora? I guess because She talked about that yesterday when they were in the kitchen. Jian said that disappointed. It's not the right word. I just noticed that you took picture just like I was. Okay, yeah, she showed a little bit of jealousy. Jimmy laughed about them because now she expressed herself.
내 컷이랑 비슷한 거 찍었네.
They didn't talk about much. That's what I say. I was waiting for them to have like a deep conversation. I still felt like the conversation was like just like the first date. It was kind of empty. I was looking for something more. You know, it would get there. It would get there. That was silly. At this moment when I was listening to the conversation, you will notice this episode I took less notes compared to other episodes because I just didn't want to write down all the empty words. Jaehyun said that she was happy to see him yesterday when he took the Hanho. Like, she's not, you know, they talk about the Hanho so many times, but she was just expressing how she felt. Jaehyun said that she wanted to thank him for the gift, like the gift that he gave her during, you know, the postcard thing. Since he didn't hold a postcard, hold a personal postcard. Jaehyun realized that they haven't talked much about his career. So, oh, when you were talking with Jiwon, you talk about this. I want to learn more about your career. I guess beside the conversation that they have at home in the kitchen that day, that they're really connected, you know. When the incident with Jimmy and Jaehyun happened, they leave you and they follow her to the kitchen. They talk about the career. Jimmy talk about engineering. This is where on this date, this Christmas day, he talk more. He go in a little bit more detail. He talk about the fact that he started working for Samsung 8 months ago. He really liked his job. Right now, he looking for more opportunity. I guess to advance into his field. He complimented her job. He said, oh, trying must be very interesting, going to the court and stuff like that. And Jimmy said he's wondering how it is. Jaehyun said, you should come and see me. He said, what? She said, you should come and see me. Then she said, never mind. If you come and see me, I won't be able to focus. Jaehyun said that, but you didn't know this about me in Italy. Jimmy said yes, it was all intuitive in Italy. He's glad that he was drawn to her, you know, in Italy already, and on the top of that, he admired her now. Jimmy was drawn to Jaehyun. When he found out about her, he admired now. I don't want to bring the Woojae situation because they feel like a past life now, but I just say when Woojae discovered what Jaehyun does for living, instead of being drawn to her, they kind of there was a disconnect. He realized that, oh, she's not like me. I told you, some people opposite attract other people, like people who are similar to them. Woojae like somebody who's more similar to him. Jimmy like somebody who's more different to him. Otherwise, Jimmy and Hanyu will match well because Jimmy and Hanyu are kind of similar. They are both extroverted. Even the way they talk, when we were talking about the MBTI, it's the same. Now he's drawn to somebody who's more different from him. That's why, but Woojae is drawn to somebody who's more similar to him. Yeah, people are different, you know. So he admired her more after finding what she's doing what she does for a living. Jaehyun is happy to hear that. I was happy to see that, even though I was like holding for my girl Hanyu, you know, to form a connection with Jimmy. I just didn't like the rejection too much. I'm just happy that chapter kind of closed, and I want to see honest connection. And if Jimmy is sincere about Jaehyun, if Jaehyun is interested in Jimmy, I just want her to express her feeling more. I get frustrated when I don't see that right now. Like, I was happy to see that she seems happy, and I want her to talk more, express her feeling. And they was just talking. Yeah, Jimmy said he hope he can get. They were talking about the feeling. Oh, the feeling of meeting someone, the feeling of this. He hope he can get that good feeling again. She said when she's with him, she felt that kind of feeling. They were like very general here. They didn't say that I have feeling for you or something like that. They would say, oh, when I spend time with you, there's this feeling. Blah blah blah. Jaehyun said that she kept riding to it because she got a good feeling. Jimmy said that this will be even better when they go out, when they are out of here. I guess Jimmy is planning the future with Jaehyun. He said, oh, for him, he want to see this connection go outside of here. So now Jaehyun, she's still, I don't know, she's still trying to figure if she really like Jimmy. Remember, for her to go for like to love is very difficult. So she's still trying to figure out her feeling. I know I'm hard on Jaehyun, but I just want her to express how she feels. She just shows the jealousy and stuff like that. Even at home, she still talk to Jimmy. That's why Sandra kind of back up a little bit, you know. But now that she go outside with Jimmy, I just want to see the connection grow more. If there's a connection there, you know. They talk about random thing again. They think that they have in common. They mention piano. He talk about his sister who say something about pretty hair. She wanted to marry someone with pretty hair. He showed his hand. He said he played piano. She played piano. She did concours and stuff like that. So they have that in common as well. So Jayon seems more open on the day. It's not just Jimmy talking. She's giving it a little bit. Jimmy said that the picture are beautiful. He keep looking at them. So he said, oh, the picture that we're talking for the good, boy, they're beautiful. I look at them a lot. Jimmy is glad that they see each other today than yesterday. Oh, he prefer that they spend time on Christmas instead of Christmas Eve. They both have a great Christmas. Jimmy's taking Jayon picture in front of the Christmas. So he's taking good picture. Those pictures were beautiful. Jayon was so happy. They took a lot of pictures. Even when they get home, they select all the pictures. And Jimmy said he's gonna put the heart of the picture that he like. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna put the heart of all different pictures. The picture came out where they seem more closer.
원래 이렇게 쳐다봐야 되는 거래. 재현 씨가.
아, 너무 예쁘다.
예쁘다.
이 사진 너무 예쁘다.
Maybe Jayon is just shy. That's what I say. Maybe I keep judging her. Maybe I'm judging her too much. I don't know. Because I just like Jayon feeling more she went with Sandra on his date. Maybe because Sandra is younger than her, she felt that responsibility. The dynamic that she had with Jimmy and the dynamic that she had with Sandra is just different. I just wanted to see the side of Jayon again. Meanwhile, Sandra wanted to see the side of Jayon that she's with Jimmy. How confusing. And they went to Hyundai. This is what came in my mind. Is Jimmy a Hyundai boy? Does he live alone? Oh, Sean, you mess up my mind. Now I cannot see Hyundai without thinking about Hyundai boy. I don't know why every day I end up watching Sean short on YouTube and on TikTok. Do you live alone? iPhone 14 Pro Max or iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I'm like, oh no, I'm pretty sure Jimmy is not a Hyundai boy. You know why? Because he's not dating foreigner. He does live alone. It's not dating foreigner. It's a Korean dating show. So Jimmy went and got an umbrella for Jayon. I guess it's raining a little bit. He went to buy an umbrella. They both sharing an umbrella. I'm like, why are they the only one with the umbrella? Everybody else don't care about the rain. That's how I felt like. I was just laughing. They went to buy like a cake. I guess they want to share the cake with everybody since it's Christmas. Jimmy said that when he heard his postcard, he was just telling her, when I was writing my postcard, I left something because I felt embarrassed to say it. So she wanted to know what he said. He said, I wanted to end with something like this. He had always been you. No, he said he wanted to say something that I have always been about you. You know, a little bit romantic. He hold it down in her movie again. Jayon seems very happy about that and he said it already to Jayon. I have always been about you. You know that, right? It's from the beginning to the end. Wow, this is what I realized my girl Honey. No matter what she did, no matter how much effort she does, if a guy say to the girl, I was gonna write in the postcard that I gave you, I always be about you. And he said that it's to her. My girl just didn't have a chance. No matter what she did. So I remember when Honey would say that she didn't do enough. I'm like, girl, if a guy like you, you don't have to do anything. That's the thing. The older I get, the more I realize that I want a girl like someone. You will do this, you will do that. If he doesn't like you, no matter what you do, he doesn't care because he doesn't like you. So maybe it might change for somebody, but look at Jimmy, because he like Jayon. It doesn't matter if Jayon says something interesting, he will just laugh at it. Sometimes they laugh at stuff that I don't even find interesting because he like her, he will laugh at it. He said the last episode, maybe he will put meaning into everything because he like her. See? Okay, enough about that. So he was saying that to her, I'm always be about you. He told her that to Jayon. They kind of have like a connection here. This is where I started to see like, okay, they do have chemistry. They don't just laugh all the time. And even in the car, I don't know if Jimmy was a little bit drunk. Yeah, I don't know. He kind of felt different the way he was talking to her. He even said the same sentence twice. He looked a little bit tipsy, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Jimmy told Jayon in the car, there is not even a moment that it wasn't about you. This is why I say it never been about, it never not be about you. That's how they translated it. It never not be about you. So it was always about you. So why do you have any doubt? So there was never a moment it wasn't about Jayon. It always be about Jayon.
단 한 번도 나는 저거 아닌 적 없잖아. 근데 뭐라 합니다.
어? 아니다.
You say, why do you have any doubt? So he was kind of saying that multiple times, like, oh my God, Jimmy, it's jail, no matter what. Honey, we try. I'm glad you move now. Even all the chair from yesterday couldn't change his heart. It always be about jail for Jimmy. I'm sorry, sister. I feel your pain. You don't know, I feel your pain. Never mind, I find someone like you. Maybe not someone like him, somebody better. Jimmy said that if you haven't done that, so now they are talking about the connection here. This is what Jimmy told Jayon. If I haven't done that, I don't think we would be here now. Jayon said that you never know. She said, I wouldn't have kept writing your name if I didn't have feelings. That's what Jayon said. Jimmy said that he has been interested in her for the very beginning. He said, what about you? Have you been interested in me for the very beginning? Jayon laughed at it because we all know that Jayon was interested in Woojae from the very beginning. That one didn't work out. When they got to Korea, they realized how different they are. Even I saw this moment, it looked a little bit more intimate. I feel like Jayon expressed herself a little bit more when they were in the car. I'm like, okay, that seems to go in the direction that they want. Hopefully the next 2 episodes we are not going back and forth. I cannot do that anymore. You took me in this roller coaster for 6 episodes. I am done. Since episode 9 to episode 14, you can't keep. I'm tired of the cat and mouse that Jimmy and Jayon play. I know it's a dating show, but I'm watching Love Island right now. As much as I love and enjoy the show, I am so ready for people who watch Love Island. I'm so ready for Jeremiah Huda connection to. I'm ready for the show to stop focusing on Huda and Jeremiah. I just want the show to be fun again. It got to the place in episode 13 or 14 that is so drained. I'm just tired of it. And we are in episode 14 that I'm talking about. I'm tired of it. I just want a different storyline. Focus on something else. Give me something else. I was gonna say that's not what I'm paying you for, but I'm not paying the bill. I do pay Vicky. I pay Vicky membership, so who knows? This is not what I'm paying you for. Give me something else. So yeah, so Jayon laughed at that because she wasn't interested in him for the very beginning. They finally arrived at home and they were the very first people to get home. Jimmy and Jayon arrived first. They sat in the living room, they look at the picture. Like I said, Jimmy put the heart of the picture that he liked. He said, oh, he told Jayon, oh, you look a little bit more like a girlfriend here. She said, yes, I do. He did a little bit something cute her. He hold her t-shirt, pull her to her, and pull her to him. So they seem like I said, they were very much comfortable around each other. There's a little bit of chemistry. I wasn't sure at the beginning, but I can see the chemistry. Okay, I can see a little bit of chemistry. I forgot to say, they also took pictures together. When they were taking pictures, Jayon looked at Jimmy like that. I did feel the chemistry. I know they are not my favorite people. They are not my favorite couple. I'm just tired of the show focusing on them. I just want to see something different. But I'm not gonna ignore that they do have chemistry as well. Jayon do have chemistry with Sandra. I felt the chemistry you did, but she also have chemistry with Jimmy. You can have chemistry with multiple people. When he told her that, oh, you don't look like a girlfriend, Jayon said, yeah, she was happy. This is what Jayon said. They were like at home by themselves, right? Like home alone. And then she said, I am wondering where the rest of the cast is. She said, but the store are closing early today. Did they go for like a second round? Jayon, I told you. I said, don't you want to be home alone with Jimmy. I was just laughing. I guess they got home first and they were just doing the thing. She's still wondering where's the rest of the other people, where they're not at home yet. They're pretty much making plans. Jimmy said that he's very good at making jajangmyeon. He will cook for her. They were saying they were cooking together. Finally, Jimmy realized what is Jaeyeon love language. Is it out of service? She love food, you know. Remember when she talked about the fact that Sanju make her food, she was very happy. So he's gonna make her food, even though it's not like as fancy as the Sanju type of food. He make her jajangmyeon. They eat in the kitchen with kimchi. And at that moment we have Chanwa and Sura, and also they both look so happy. You saw them walk into the house, they both look so happy. Then we have Jiwon and Woojae who arrive. We have Hanin and Chayo arrive. I'm like, where is Sanju and Cheun? And they were all sitting in the kitchen, and finally we have Sanju and Cheun who arrived. Cheun said something like, I hope you're the last people to arrive. I'm like, okay, Cheun, why do you want to be the last person to arrive? Look at Chanyeong's face. As soon as he saw Cheun, he smiled. I'm like, okay, my connection is still there. I was just checking the water. I'm such a Chanyeong and Cheun shipper that I'm watching out for this connection. I just want them to match well. We survived this day, right? We survived all those days. Come and couple go back together now. After that, they didn't show them interact so much. A test came at the end of the day. The test was sent like you have to send the test back tomorrow. I guess the latest you sent is like 1 p.m. Even though Jaeyeon said something about she was gonna send her test at 2 p.m. I'm like, maybe it's 1 p.m. Maybe it's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Again. No, I don't. It's just not 2 p.m. So, what is 2 p.m. so? Again. It's so high. 우리 집으로 가자. It's so high. 나도 모르게 10분들 앞에서 나를 기다리고 있을게. It's so high. 우리 집으로 가자. I know 2 p.m. song. There's a lot of songs that I know. I grew up listening to 2 p.m. The test was sent and they have to answer the test for 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Jaeyeon was making a joke here. She said, what about the people who don't match? They're probably gonna be here. And the panelist said that later. When she said it first, I was just laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be awkward for them to see that they didn't match. They're gonna spend time together while other people are on the date. That'd be kind of funny.
그럼 안 된 사람들은 어디가 있어? 여기 아닐까? 여기 있는.
Friday will be the decision day. Pretty much like today. Thanks to Sanju, we know exactly what time we are on the dating show. I guess they are on Tuesday and Friday will be the decision day because I remember it said Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 7 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, 7 days a week. The last event on the hot parent date will be like a sweet home date. There will be the panelists remind us it's not going to be in the hot parent house. It's going to be outside. I don't know if it's in one of those people's house. I don't know if they're going to provide house for them. They didn't go into detail. The panelists joke around the fact that it will be a sleepover date. So I don't know. We will find out. The guy looked pretty much excited about that. They talk about that. Jaeyeon, she's about to send a message. It looked like she's debating who she's going to send a message to. But later we saw her in the kitchen. She's talking to Chanyeong. Say about that she's going to send her test by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Is it 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.? I don't even know. She was debating. I thought it was Jimmy. Like the way she was talking was like, they don't really make a decision, right? It's Jimmy. Who else is she gonna send the test to? I'm like, damn, it to the end. You playing trick. She pulled Jaeyeon to talk to her. Sanju, he went downstairs. I'm like, it's to talk to Jaeyeon, right? Since they haven't spent much time since Christmas Eve. He pulled Jaeyeon that he was just on the date with. I'm like, my God, Sanju, what are you about to do? I'm like, what is happening? I don't understand what's happening here. Sanju told Cheun, oh, about the home date. I'm planning to hire.
그래서 생각해봤는데 그냥 나는 더 쓰려고.
I'm like, Sanju, what are you doing? You were just on your date with children, talking about jail the whole time. Talking about the fact that you would do some work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. I thought you were just gonna work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday's decision. I thought you were gonna do some work. You say you're gonna do everything possible. I'm like, were you talking general or were you talking about putting more effort toward jail? Now that we are at home, I really don't understand this decision. He told Cheun, I plan to write your name. Sanju, my God, don't shake up my copper. I've been through a lot already. I don't want this. Don't shake up my copper. Even the panelists are confused. Even Cheun, she's surprised. She says, why all of a sudden? Sanju say that, oh, the date that you spent with her was fun. I'm like, Sanju, what the heck? You're my guy. Don't do that. Don't do this type of thing. I don't like twist. I like stuff that look weird. I don't like people changing their mind the last minute. I told you about Hassan at the end. There's always a twist, and it's in 2 seasons that I didn't like. I'm like, don't do that. I'm like, Sanju, what the heck? I told you wanted to focus the last 40 on jail. Are you afraid that jail will not choose him? You will not choose him. That's why you're running away. Are you drained from that relationship, or are you doing for the fact that you will try to connect with her? Are you giving up already? What's going on? There's still 40, and you're the one who said it. Why making such a big decision to choose Cheun that you still try to get to know? Or maybe he say if they're comfortable, they have similar age, he usually date people from his age. Maybe Jayon was something new for him. Spending time with Jayon was a new experience for him. So that's what I thought. Just like I thought that nothing else will happen. It's only 20 minutes left. What on earth can happen here? Nothing, right? Sanju was talking to Jayon. That woke up my God, Chayon. So they were talking downstairs. I guess his room is downstairs. He hear about the conversation. I'm like, oh my God. Sanju told Cheun, there's no time to even think about it. He said, there's no time to think. Meanwhile, Chayon is listening while he was sleeping. He even wake him up. He kind of excused himself because that's the bad way if you want to get to the kitchen. He kind of excused himself a little bit, walked toward the kitchen.
찬영이 지나갔어 지금 심지어.
And I think Jayon also saw Sanju talking to Jayon. Pretty much the people that Chanyeong and the people that Jayon is kind of still interested in. I thought she already closed the chapter with Chanyeong. I thought Jayon already closed the chapter with Sanju. I guess I was wrong because she saw that, but she never know with Jayon. She said she doesn't express her feeling for me. We found out at the end with Jayon. She did put a lot of effort when she was on her date with Jimmy. So they were just talking about that in the kitchen. Yeah, she was just having a nice talk with Chanyeong. Chanyeong said that he couldn't sleep anymore, but he gotta wake up early to go to work. He kind of talked with Jayon. They were just talking, and then on his way back, he was kind of debating, should I talk to Cheun or not? And then he mastered his courage. He went to pull Cheun to talk to her. I'm like, Cheun, my girl, I've been chipping with Chanyeong. Don't disappoint me at the last minute. Don't do that. I've been working so hard for this connection to happen. Don't do that. Sanju, don't ruin this connection for me. I was supporting you with your connection with Jayon, and you come and ruin my favorite connection. Why are you doing that? Chanyeong couldn't sleep anymore, so when he heard that, even Jayon saw it. Sanju, are you playing the game? Apparently somebody said that in Love Island UK, and I hear like a YouTuber say that, like Nikki TV. I'm like, Sanju, are you playing the game? What are you doing 3 days before the decision date? Now you want to like have a home date with Cheun. Are you playing the game? Cheun is confused now, so she doesn't know what to do. When Chanyeong pulled her to talk to her, he wanted to hear what's going on here. Chanyeong said that, he said, oh, I just wake up, I was going to get water, I saw you with Sanju having a serious conversation. What's going on here? Cheun said that he has changed his mind a little bit. Chanyeong said about the direction that he wanted to take. Chanyeong is like, he doesn't understand what's going on. He's like, so China in his mind, he thought the connection was secure. I was more scared for China's side, like, because he spent so much time with Hanny. I was more scared on his side, but I thought him and Che-eun was a connection that was secure. I didn't see this happening, even though she was talking about Sanju to his twin sister the other day. I'm talking so okay, just saying, oh, Chanya is my guy. I'm feeling a little bit something for Sanju, but Chanya is my guy. When I talk for relationship, marriage, I can only say Chanya. We share the similar value, life together. If you think about marriage, everything is the same. I'm like, Cheun, what are you doing? What are you doing, my girl? What are you doing? Even China was like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. I thought we have a thing. I thought we are a secure connection. China asked, have you decided yet what you're gonna do? Cherry said that she haven't sent the message yet. Cherry said, to be honest, she thought that she was rather sure about her choice. She thought that she was secure about her choice, but I guess she's not yet. China said that he thought so too. He looked disappointed. If you see his face, I say, I told you with something. What are you doing? He said it's your decision to make. Eventually, he will not pressure her. He will not pressure. He was just curious. That's why he was asking, but he's not gonna pressure her in any way. So the decision is her to make at the end. If you decide to have a home day with Sanju, what are you doing to my couple? Then she can go and have a day. Like, it kind of like, I felt like he felt that connection with you. Remember how Chanya was like so into Honey, and he found such a strong connection. He thought this connection is secure and everything. And then he learned that young Sanju tried to sweep away his girl. I'm like, what are you doing? Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna tell her to wait. Couple million in the whole world. Find out couple million in the whole wide world. Find out the one, 'cause she belong to me. Why are you trying to steal this girl? Even when during like the date that Sanju have with Jerry, the partner, he said, oh, sometimes when you like these people know something. He said sometimes because Jerry was there to listen to his frustration about jail, sometimes it make you fall for that person. When they would say that during the date, I'm like, I didn't take time. I didn't even write that. And then they mentioned that, oh, maybe because she was there to listen to his frustration, you have fun with her. He feel more comfortable, that's why I want to continue that, and he changing his mind. 3 days before, Sanju, my guy, I'm gonna remove my guy part. Sanju, what are you doing? You disappoint me. We were holding for you. We were all no. Most people are not holding for Jay or Sanju, so it's not even that true. But I was holding for you. I can say I was all holding for you. You let me down. They explain the fact that, oh, they have the same age, they're comfortable around each other, they like the same thing, the food and stuff like that. Time to guess how the connection gonna be. This is what they did. They gave who they think we match with who, and they gave us the man decision, but they didn't give us the woman decision. So we will find out about the woman decision in episode 15. But these people were so ready to show Jiwon and Wooji dead. Even though they didn't give me the part of the conversation that I wanted when Wooji was talking to Jiwon, he wanted to know if she can see him at the end of this. It's so obvious that these people connected. Don't try to play us. Don't try to make it like it's not gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I'm like, if there's a couple who's gonna get married at the end of this, I know I said Chawa and Sua, but now Sua is interested in Jimmy. I don't know, but I still should go with Chawa. I think it will still happen, if Jimmy is with Jail, and maybe Sua might focus on Chawa because he seemed very sincere about her in the future. So there might be more than one marriage at the end of this. Oh, marriage is too soon. there might be more than one couple at the end of this. That's why I want to say, okay, decision. This is what the panelists predicted. They all have different answers, but some answers that they have are the same. Like for example, they know Woojier. When it comes to the guy, they say Woojier will choose Jiwon, Jimmy will choose Jaeyeon, Chaeyeon. Some of them say Cheun, some of them say Hanu because of his last conversation with Cheun. They say he was very disappointed by Cheun. And now they say Chanwa, he's going to choose Soha, Sanju, since they show us who is going to hold the name Cheun. I'm like, I thought he was still going to choose Jaeyeon, but clearly he told us in the video, he told Cheun that he will have her name down, so we know that. Now, when it comes to the girl, the prediction is that Jiwon will choose Woojier. The trailer tell us that we have, but Suwa, they say maybe Jimmy, maybe Chaeyeon, Chaeyeon, they don't know. Hanu, they say Hanu will choose Chaeyeon. Cheun, they say Cheun, we either choose Chaeyeon or Sanju. And they say Jaeyeon, we choose Jimmy. And I see somebody even say Sanju. I guess I'm pretty sure she's gonna choose Jimmy. That's why they say only Jaeyeon surprise her at the end. She's full of surprise. And they didn't tell us the decision of the girl. For the guy, decision, Woojier did choose Jiwon. Jimmy chose Jaeyeon. Chaeyeon, he didn't choose Hanu, he chose Cheun. Even though he was disappointed by Cheun, he didn't change his decision. I like that. Chaeyeon seems to know what he wants. But if Cheun should choose Sanju, maybe we go back to Hanu at the end. Cheun, the decision that you're making now might affect your life, affect your future. I'm just saying, careful who you go to the home date with. Careful. I'm just saying. Choose well. Chanwa did choose Soha. Now who's Soha gonna choose? Is she gonna choose Jimmy? They didn't tell us who the girl are choosing. I guess we will find out next episode. And like they say, people who don't pay will spend time at home together. That would be so awkward. They're gonna spend time at home when other people are having a very husband and wife date at home. They show the commercial at the end. Pretty much Jaeyeon and Jiwon are having a commercial. They're telling Lucky to clean their house. Okay, this episode was good. I'm not gonna lie. It really feel like Christmas. Those were like Christmas Day. I was very beautiful. I didn't feel like it was 2 hours, even though it took me 4 hours to write, take notes and I did. So this is crazy. What I'm doing for this. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Happen. And now we see you guys in episode 15. Bye.
보면 좋으니까. 근데 진짜 이제 한 4일 남았나? 수목금토